Hello, good day, and welcome. Today we're going to be dealing with BECE 2019 Mathematics Past question 31. A car travels 60 kilometers on 3 liters of petrol. How far will it travel on 12 liters? A. 204 kilometers, B. 220 kilometers, C. 240 kilometers, and D. 360 kilometers. So a car travels 60 kilometers 60 kilometers on 3 liters of petrol. So how far will it travel on 12 liters? And like we know, when you look at this kind of word problem, this word problem is associated with what? It's associated with variation. This word problem is associated with variation. Now, we have different types of variation. We have the direct variation, whereby when there's an increase with one quantity, the other quantity will also increase, and when there's a decrease, it will affect the others. And then we have the inverse variation, whereby increase in one will lead to the decrease of the other, and decrease of one will lead to the increase of the other. But in this case now, let's look at it. A car travels 60 kilometers on 3 liters of petrol. Now, how far will it travel in 12 liters? And like we know, definitely, when you increase the number of liters of petrol, it will also what increase the distance by which the car will travel, because like we know, car run on what? It runs on petrol. So increase in the number of liters of the petrol will also increase what? The distance traveled by this car. And so therefore this type of variation is a what? A direct variation. It's a direct variation. Now let's take the number of what? Kilometers to be what? X, and then the number of liters of petrol to be Y. So because it's a direct variation, we say what? We say X, which is the number of kilometers, that is distance traveled, is directly proportional to Y, which is the number of petrol. And to remove this proportionality word sign, we have to introduce a constant, and we say what? X, the number of petrol distance in kilometers, is equal to what? K, which is a constant, what? Times Y, which is the number of liters of petrol. Now we have to find our constant K. So therefore we have that X is equal to 60. We say 60 is equal to, we have 60 is equal to K times 3. K times 3, which is the number of petrol. And so therefore we have 60 is equal to 3K. Therefore K is equals to what? We divide both sides by 3. 3 here, we cancel this 3 here, 1, 3 here, we have what? 20. So therefore K is equal to 20. Our constant is 20. Now we have our constant K, 20. Now the other side of the question says what? How far will it travel on 12 liters? And like I said, our kilometer, or the distance, is expressed by X, and the number of liters of petrol is expressed by Y. And we already have our constant, which is what? Which is 10, and which is 20. So to find the distance traveled in kilometers by 12 liters of petrol, we say that what? Using the same formula, X is equal to K over Y, and K times Y. But now our K is already what? Constant, which is 20. So we have that X is equal to 20Y. Now X is the distance in kilometers which we are looking for, and Y is what? Number of liters of petrol, and our Y is what? Y is equal to 12. Our Y is equal to 12. So we say that X, which is the distance traveled, is equal to 20, our constant, times Y, which is 12. And so therefore we say X is equals to what? 20 times 12 will give us 240. 240 is our answer. And like you know, distance is in kilometer, so you put 240 kilometers, which is our answer. So therefore, if a car can travel 60 kilometers on 3 liters of petrol, it will take what? The car will travel 240 kilometers distance on 12 liters of petrol. Like I told you, it is a direct variation, So we say what the number of distance traveled is directly proportional to the number of liters of petrol, and we introduce our constants, and we say what to find our constant. Since we are given that the car travels 60 kilometers on 3 liters of petrol, we find that our constant is equal to 20. Now using this constant and the equation relating the constant and the distance traveled and the number of petrol, we say that what we can find the distance traveled by the car on 12 liters of petrol. And since our constant is 20 and the liters given to us is 12, we find our distance x, and we say x is equal to 20, the constant, times the liter, 12, and we have that x is equal to 240 kilometers. So therefore the car will travel 240 kilometers on 12 liters of petrol. So our answer is C. Our answer is C. Thank you very much and God bless you. Please ensure you subscribe to our channel to get more of our videos.